S1 test 2. So we have a continuous random variable, and there's some important features we have to note in this. The formula is only true for the range -1 to 0, otherwise probability is 0. In the first part we're asked to show that k equals 3. Well, we're going to use the fact that the sum of all probabilities, so the integral of k upon x squared plus 2x plus 1 with respect to x from -1 to 0 is 1. Integrating x squared, I get x cubed over 3. 2x gives me x squared, and 1 integrates to give x, and that's from -1 to 0. And we want that to be 1. We substitute in the number at the top first, which is going to give us 0. And then we subtract the number at the bottom, substitute it in. So using my calculator, that's -1/3 plus 1 minus 1. So I have k upon 0 minus -1/3, so that's plus 1/3 equals 1. So k must be 3. Most common mistake in the test is that the -1 was substituted, but we forgot about the subtraction, which means that your signs were incorrect. To find a of x, we multiply our formula by x. I'm going to bring the 3 or the k in front, and then I have x upon x squared plus 2x plus 1. So I am integrating x cubed plus 2x squared plus x. If we integrate x cubed, I get x to the 4 over 4. X squared becomes x cubed over 3, and x becomes x squared over 2. Again, be careful with the substitution. We substitute 0 first, and then we subtract, and we substitute the -1. So that's 1/4 minus 2/3 plus 1/2. And that ends up as 3 times -1/12 minus 1/4 for the expectation. And we'd expect it to be a negative value because our range of values is from -1 to 0. Part 3, we're asked for the probability from -0.3 to positive 0.3. And this takes me back to the first point I made. That is the probability for the formula from -0.3 to 0, because that's the only range that it's true, plus 0, because otherwise it is 0. So sum of the probabilities, integrate, 3 upon x squared plus 2x plus 1, which gives us 3 upon x cubed over 3 plus x squared plus x, substituting -0.3 and 0. So that's going to be 3 times 0, take away, -0.009 plus 0.09, subtract 0.3, and typing that into the calculator we get -0.657. Question 2 was then our prior knowledge question, so it's discrete random variables. Probability 1 is less than x is less than or equal to 3. We need to be careful here. That means we want the probability of 2 plus the probability of 3. Adding those together, we get 2/12, which is 1/6. The expectation of x is every x value multiplied by its probability. 0 times 1/3, 1 times 1/2, 2 times 1/12, and 3 times 1/12. And that gives us 11/12. Expectation of 2x minus 3 tells us that our formula 2 times the expectation of x minus 3. So that's 2 times 11/12, take away 3, minus 7/6. Finally, we have the variance of x, and to work that out, the first thing I need is the expectation of x squared. So that's 0 squared times 1/3 plus 1 squared times 1/2 plus 2 squared times 1/12 plus 3 squared times 1/12, which gives us 19/12. To find the variance then, we do the 19/12, take away the mean squared. So take away 11/12 squared, and that is 107 over 144, 0.743 to 3SF. The fraction answer is preferable.